guys, so autumn is here again, which means it's time for Hobonichi unboxing. This year my order was a lot smaller than usual since the free shipping is no longer an option, so I had to restrict myself and buy only the things I need. So I went for a minimalistic approach this year. I mean, minimalistic for my usual orders. First, I grabbed a fireside chat notebook because this is what I'm using for my reading journal. It's a simple tracking device, really. Most of my reviews go in a separate book, so it's enough room for me to use for an entire years of reading. Next up, we have the freebies and my knickknacks I ordered. We have the pen, which is surprisingly pretty this year. Last year's orange-yellow combo wasn't really my taste. I'm only using it to pick out the refills from it and put it back into my 2024, I guess. Yeah, 2024 pen. I keep refilling that one, but I think I'm gonna use this new blue one. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of this grape-colored rubber on it, so I was trying to switch the silicone tips around with the 2024 pen, and I think I like the brown with the blue better, but not really the grape colored with the teal, so I don't think I'm gonna use that one in the future. It was just an experiment to see how much I like the colors together. We also have a stencil I grabbed. I'm using this one in my workbook, so I decided, since I'm gonna grab another weeks for personal use, I'm gonna need the stencil at home as well, and I don't want to switch back and forth. The checkbox is for my to-do lists and tasks, but the 5-star rating is for my reading journal. I think it's a neat way to add stars, and I don't have to do some wacky stars by my hand. I grabbed 2 pencil boards, but they are mainly for backup because they are good to have around. I already have 2 week sized. One of them is the navy and pink one, but I also have the Tomitaro Makino sketches one, where there are botanical sketches on the pencil board. I'm not really using it because it's really precious, and I really like the drawings on it, so I just have it tucked back in my work weeks. But I think the floral theme and the pastel color on the back would look really nice together, so maybe I'm gonna use it, but I ordered the navy and pink anyway, just to see if I can use it maybe later. The A5 one is just really a backup one because I have one in use in my A5 cousin all the time, and the edges can frail, so it's good to have a backup. Also, another freebie this year, I think this is the one most of the people were excited about, is the tiny robot which says "You love you," and it is super detailed. and really nice. It has a lot of weight to it for its size. I was kinda expecting it to be made out of plastic, but it's actually metal, so it has a really nice weight to it. Also, I'm probably gonna keep the card in my journal because it's really adorable with the robot with the little heart with it. It came in a plastic wrapping, which helped so it won't get scratched. So my two books for planning really and tracking my tasks is a pink Japanese one and the sky mist colored pale blue English weeks. The pink one is called, I think, strawberry milk, but I'm gonna put it on screen because I have to look it up. The only difference I'm seeing off the bat is the Japanese one has only 71 and the English has 75 pages for notes, which is interesting, but I don't really mind because currently I'm using only a work weeks and I'm not really using the notes in that one. Maybe I'm going to use the personal one a bit more, but I don't think I'm gonna use 71 pages for my wish list and all kinds of miscellaneous things because I have another book for that. If I put my tasks into my catch-all book, they are gonna get buried underneath the pile of information I'm keeping and collecting in those. So like, I don't want to get my to-do list for the week get buried by a week long of miscellaneous information like songs to look up, things to buy, quotes to copy, and things like that. So I decided to grab a separate week for this purpose this year. The little paper that comes with it this year has the same little robot guy that came with the box. It has its own little tattoo, and honestly I was a bit surprised that this year it was not like a storytelling, it's more like a marketing material. So you can see the existing books you can choose from. I'm really liking this, the picture coloring sheet. This is gonna be a good time because I love coloring and things. So this is gonna be a stress management tool for me in the future. I have 2 plus ones with the 2 extra books I have. So I think I'm gonna gift the other 2 to the children in my family. I hope they're gonna have fun with it. The pink one is really pretty in color and it has a dark brownish embossing for the 2026 title on the front, and I'm really liking the contrast of that. This is gonna be, the pink one is going to be my personal one, so I don't really mind it being Japanese because I'm usually using the Google Lens to translate, but also since I have the English one as well, I can always use that as a translation tool. The inside of the 2 books is pretty much the same, and I also like how bendy they are because I don't really like writing in rigid books. These feel more comfortable for me. So yeah, the English one has 4 more note pages, but that's not really a deal breaker for me. you get the My 100 and the Memories of 2026. It's a really neat little tracker, but probably I'm not going to use it since this is my Taskmaster list and not my memory keeping book. I have a journal for that separately. Tips in the back as usual. This year it's relaxing and focusing. You get your 2 ribbons as usual. Pink one has a bit of a dark chocolate ribbon, but it's not really visible. I only saw it underneath this harsh light I'm having, so I really like these books. I'm gonna use a clear cover for them though, because I don't want the fabric to frail as I'm taking it in and out of my bag. Currently I'm using this one for the warmer months like spring and summer, but for autumn and winter I'm using the beautiful seasons cover because it's like a cooler knitted theme, and I really like the contrast with the grey book I am having this year. I'm not so sure how contrasty it's gonna be with the blue one, but I don't think I mind that. So yeah, this is gonna be the cover I'm starting in because I'm gonna start this book on the 1st of December. That is a cool month, hopefully. So yeah, I can't wait to start use this book. I already made a countdown in my cousin to see how many days until I can start this book because I really like breaking in new notebooks. It's always like a little celebration for me. But yeah, I think the white looks really pretty with this blue. It's not so contrasty, but anyway. I was gonna pick up a different cover for my pink book, but I forgot to put it in my basket since I was waking up way too early to grab my order. I wasn't planning to wake up though, it was an accident anyway. So I'm gonna order my cover from an Italian shop with a few other things. The stencil I'm using in my workbook, you can see it's pretty beaten up, but they are the same. They haven't made any changes to the layout of it. The only thing that's different, the one I have has a hole in the bottom because I punched a hole in it, because in my catch-all book I mark with a circle what I have to do. If it's a priority or something I have to migrate later on, I'm marking it in a circle. So I didn't want to carry around another stencil with a circle on it, and this little plastic thing can handle the punching really well. That sounded bad, sorry. So yeah, in this note cover I'm carrying my little lonely adhesive pocket, which I don't know if I'm ever gonna use, but they are here. Also, I have a refill for the Uniball pen that comes with the book, so I don't have any accidents where I don't have any more ink left. And the last thing, which I am pretty excited about, and it's probably one of the most boring things that I'm ordering. Okay, no, maybe that's a pencil board. I ordered the 2026 cousin. I was really trying to be careful not to rip the envelope, but as you can see, somebody already did the job and ripped the bottom. I can't really explain it, but I'm keeping these little papers in my boxes with each year. So I have all of them, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them. They are just neat. Also, I hate the texture of the glue touching my finger. It's nasty. Of course, the little pamphlet that came with it has the Japanese text and the coloring in the inside as well. The book itself is of course pretty. I'm using this one for daily journaling. It's like, I think it's closest for the morning pages practice, but I'm not stressing it to be in the morning because I can't always get up early enough before work to do my journaling. I have a hard time sleeping, so if I can sleep longer, I'm always gonna choose sleeping longer. So yeah, on the back I have a lot of text to translate, but you get the little bear you saw in the queue if you shopped on the first day. It's really cute. Also, you get your graph, your timetable. I'm using the graph each year to see how many pages I've written. It's like statistics. So yeah, I'm using this Have a Nice Day cover. I really love the color for it. And I always carry 2 pens with it. One with purple ink when I'm writing at night. The Uniball that comes with the Hobonichi. I'm using the black ink from that when I'm journaling on the morning, so I can do statistics when I was able to do my journals as morning pages. That is all I have. Thank you so much for being here and have a nice day.